So let's kick off episode 77, and we're looking at age related to study. Am I too old, Rory? What do you think?
Well, I think it's interesting, really, because this comes up in the Facebook a lot. It really does come up in the Facebook feed a lot. And I mean, I was 41, I think, when I went back to school. And I will share with the listener, I didn't have any qualifications worth taking to a job interview.
Yeah.
me and school, we didn't get on too well. So I started in my middle years, if you like. And my view is you're never too old to learn. One of the things I did take away from school was I was told by, I think it was a chemistry teacher, that you're never too old to learn. You're learning every day until you die, and then you're learning about that. And that kind of stuck with me existentially through the years. And it's true. It's one of the wisest things my teachers ever said to me. I can tell you that.
I like it. And it's a good topic, and you're 100% right, Rory. It comes up again and again. And it's interesting, having taught alongside you, Rory, for a few years, it's interesting to look at the age variance within people that present for counselling training. And it does vary. And I think that is fantastic because we've had the similar topic, and we've discussed it only in a recent podcast of, am I too young to study? Will that be counted against me when I'm sitting in a counselling room and maybe somebody that is more senior in years to me sits opposite me? So age, does it play a part? And I think it's about the person themselves, what calls them into counselling, because counselling, I guess, in some way is a calling. It doesn't seem to be, and maybe this is just my frame of reference, a regular progression that I will go to school saying, oh, I want to leave and become a counsellor, go to college, go to university, study counselling and go straight into counselling. I'm not saying people don't take that route. I'm sure many do, but it doesn't seem to be the more typical route. The more typical route is going out into life, living life, and maybe coming upon some kind of hardship and finding your way through that, and then finding that you want to give something back. Certainly, as you, Rory, at school is a chapter of my life I've kind of closed off and bound up and put sellotape around it, and I don't read it anymore. I'm dyslexic. At school, I was told how lazy I was. And I really, really tried. And no matter how hard I tried, I could not do what the other children could do. I could not do my times tables. I could not learn the spelling of those words. So I was constantly looking at tests that I got back with red rings around saying that I need to try harder. And boy, was I trying. So you know what I did, Rory? I actually stopped trying, because the harder I tried, there was no movement in that. So I left school thinking that I was not an academic, and it was it was many years later that I heard a radio interview with someone who had gone into counselling. I thought, I would love to do that, and I thought, but I can't, because I'm not an academic. But on the off chance, I wondered what the entrance qualifications might be. And I drove my car that very day, as I was out repping for the company I was working with, to Warrington Collegiate. And I went inside and said, hey, do you offer counselling courses? And they spoke about the introduction to counselling. And I asked what the entry requirements were, and they said that you pay your credit card fee now. So I paid it and I joined up. And I was very surprised when I entered the course to find that people were kind of my age.
Yeah, it is interesting. I mean, when I was in training, I thought at 40 I might be the oldest there, and I was actually the youngest.
Yeah.
Not the youngest, I have to say, but I was the youngest. There was someone who just retired. And there's quite a few people older than me, and I've trained. I trained a lot of counsellors to practice level, to qualification, and there is a wide variety of ages. So yeah, if you're an older person, as my grandfather used to say, a senior citizen, which I think is a lovely phrase.
Like it.
Why not? If you've got some time and you can afford it, which is crucially now becoming more of a thing, and you're really passionate about it, there's no barrier. Age isn't a barrier to learning. So no, learn away, I would say.
And similarly, I would say the academic side is not a barrier either. That's definitely testament to my journey in going in, because what I did find in my counselling training is that I am academic. I now have an academic textbook that I was able to bring to market, but that was about finding the belief within myself, being seen as more than my dyslexia, with tutors working to within my learning styles. And counseling is about a way of being. It's about personal qualities. It's about examining self. It's about having a true care for others. There is theory and there is written work, but you should get in a good learning environment the support around that. So if you feel that you maybe not an academic, or it's many decades since you maybe last sat in a classroom and done any academic work, don't let that be a barrier to you, because the support is there.
Absolutely. And if you're interested, that's what will carry you through. If you've got a passion for it, it's your muse, it's something that's really meaningful to you, then that's, I think, is about 90% of it, to be honest. If you can do that, definitely. Yeah. So age, absolutely no barrier. And why not? Why not? We need more people in the helping profession. Mental health, certainly in the UK, isn't getting any better from everything I read and everything I'm told. So we need more professionals going out there helping people, and trying to make the world a better place. That's what I would say.
I like it. And if you would like to join this conversation, because it is a conversation, it's a conversation that happened and was started on our Facebook group, then pop into our Facebook group, and you can find that by going onto Facebook and just typing in Counselling Tutor. We're right at the top. You just click, come through to our group. We will let you in and come and join thousands and thousands of like-minded individuals from all around the world, students of counseling, psychotherapy. We've got tutors in there, and we've got practicing therapists who kind of hang out because of the richness of the conversations. Come and join in, and a big thank you going out to our moderation team, who keep it spam free, so you get in there and you can actually have those conversations without seeing reams and reams and reams of adverts.